John, we'll start with you. You said that your little bio here says you went to the track when you were 16 and you've been a fan ever since. Of course, you didn't start betting then. No. What was it that lured you to the track? What made you want to go? What made your friends want to go? And what's kept you coming back?
Well, the first time I went, I actually played a bagpipe band, and it was Irish Day at the races at Monmouth Park. So we were playing at Monmouth Park that day. And when I was playing there, close up on the rail, get to watch a race right up close from the winner's circle in the Sortley Stakes every year. And there was just an adrenaline rush I felt. A rush that you get when somebody hits a home run in a baseball game, somebody catches a touchdown in a football game. Instead of a rare occurrence happening once a week, it was something that happened every 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So I was into thoroughbred racing, going to Monmouth Park with my father, who was bringing me. Then, when I got to college, I didn't know about harness racing. I knew that Freehold Racetrack was near my house. I lived down in Jackson. I had never been there. It was always thoroughbred racing. And it was like, well, we're going out to the track. My friends are going with their fathers almost every Saturday night. So it's like, well, how about you come along? I really enjoyed it. The races were more frequent. It was a cheaper night out. It was also closer. So we went out. And that's what keeps me going back. It's a sense of entertainment, but it's also the camaraderie that I meet up with my friends there. We have a common interest in going to the races. But they were brought into it with their fathers, a very family aspect and word of mouth, which only goes so far in getting lots of people from our generation to go out. I brought a couple of friends from school with me to the track. Now I graduated, so a couple of them live in Massachusetts, so I don't know how frequently they'd be making their way to the Meadowlands. But so I think one of the biggest things that kind of keeps us away in this area is that it's a competition with the Meadowlands, Freehold, Yonkers, with everything else that the New York City metropolitan area has to offer. We have movie theaters, baseball games, minor league baseball games, going out to the beach, going out to nightclubs. You know, there are many different options for, you know, the 21 to 25, 21 to 30-year-old guy to do on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. What we have to do to make harness racing more marketable is just make it more affordable. It's a matter of a college kid. We have a very limited income, so it's kind of self-explanatory. I know it doesn't sound like rocket science when I say college kids like things cheap. We like cheap food, we like cheap drink, we like cheap entertainment. The cheapest possible night out that we can have having a good time is a huge plus in our game. And competitive racing does a lot to that too. You want to have a build-up, you want to have a good stretch rally, you want to have a good battle coming down to the wire, because that's just adding to the excitement of the night. But you have to get us there first. You know, if it costs $2 to get in the door, you know, $1 for a program, or Monmouth Park, $3 for a program, all of a sudden that's racking up dollars right there. Then all of a sudden you're hungry, you want something to eat, and you look around, and it's $5.25 for chicken tenders and fries, you want a large beer, it's $5, and all of a sudden it's like, I'm down $20 and I have even a better race. So it's making things more affordable is one of the big keys, because we're competing against baseball ticket prices are just astronomical now. Even minor league baseball is shooting up the prices. We have to compete against that and take advantage of that and attract us by just offering cheaper entertainment and a good night out.
Sure. I think one question we'd all like to know, John, is of course racetracks make their money when people put dollar bills through the window.
Right.
Betting. How did you transition from the excitement of hanging over the rail and seeing horses rush to the finish to the cerebral part of racing, which is taking all those little numbers, coming up with an opinion, and risking the money that you don't have a lot of because you're
Right.
a college student? How did that transition occur for you and your friends?
Well, my friend Mike, for example, learned from his father. And so learning to handicap the program, I started off as one of the people, first time to the track, I was just picking numbers, picking by the names of the horse that I liked and things like that. At Monmouth Park, I remember one of the first trifectas I had was El Progreso, Ruby Tuesday, and Banana River, just because there were all foods involved in them. So, and I know everybody, when they're getting involved, has some sort of story like that. So, but there's mine. So, Progreso Soup, Bananas, and Ruby Tuesday is a restaurant I like to go to. So I hit that trip and paid $167. And then I'm a history major, and the first horse that I hit at the Meadowlands was Rommel. So as a World War II fan, you know, I'll play Rommel, and he wins. And King Tutankhamun won later that night. So it was a good night for me in my history.
All right.
So, And then you keep coming back when you're having a good time and, you know, winning a little bit of money. It's like, maybe I can make a living out of this.
Okay.
No, I can't, but I like to think I can anyway.
Okay.